So good morning, Facebook viewers. Welcome to Schein Chats. I'm John Ferone, Director of Global Endodontic Category Management, sitting alongside Dr. Peter Morgan, the President of the AAE Foundation for Endodontics. We're broadcasting live from the AAE annual session in New Orleans. Welcome. So first, Dr. Morgan, thanks for joining us. Appreciate the time, and thanks for everything the foundation does to support future of endodontics, and specifically in supporting the role that volunteerism plays in that. So why don't we begin by you telling us a little bit about the foundation?
Well, thanks, John, and thanks to Schein for providing this opportunity for us. Our foundation of endodontics has been in existence for a long time, and through the generosity of many of our members and a lot of corporate support, we have been able to provide about $1.5 million of support for educators and research in endodontics. And we do this every year. And it's unique in dentistry because we are really supporting the education and the educators that are training dental students and specialists in endodontics all over the country and in Canada. And we're also supporting the research that provides the basis for the science that everyone uses in practice. So this is it has an international effect because we're supporting education and research that's training and everyone that becomes an endodontist throughout the world.
That's amazing. So in addition to the education and the research, I understand you guys recently undertook an outreach to care program. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I think this is really one of the most exciting things we've ever done. Several years back, we established what we call the REACH Committee, which is a committee of 10 residents, endo residents from various schools around the country. And we asked them to give our board information about how we could help them through our foundation. Their suggestion was, let's try some outreach to care projects. And so through doing a little investigation, we discovered a location in Jamaica, the Helping Hands Clinic in Treasure Beach, Jamaica, that has been in existence for many years. And it's operated there by two dentists, Jim Carney and, Bill Griffin. Bill Griffin and Jim Carney. And they have been doing this for many years and providing care for many patients. What we wanted to do, as you know, in outreach to care projects, oftentimes the care that's given comes down to extraction of teeth. And what we said is, why can't we raise the standard of care and outreach to care by providing endodontists to do specialty endodontic treatment for these patients? And so we decided to take on that project.
And how did the organization, how'd you guys fund this initially?
Well, we used available funds and we begged and borrowed from a lot of different sources to develop the equipment we needed, and we got really nice contributions from our volunteer mentors and residents, and so we have to date put together 3 trips to Jamaica.
Great. So, and obviously we've begun a partnership with you guys. Henry Schein Care is our global social responsibility platform. I mean, how has that ultimately helped you guys make the program more efficient and ultimately let you expand what you're doing down there?
Well, as I said, when we started, we just kind of patched it together. What the support of the Henry Schein Cares Foundation does for us is, first, it makes it possible for us to have a standard kit of equipment and supplies that we need, provided by your company, ready to go whenever we are going on a trip. That means we don't have to do all that begging and borrowing to get that put together. And secondly, it allows us to schedule in advance. So as a result of this agreement, we are now committed to 4 trips in the next calendar year, and we will be able to procure our residents and our mentors on a schedule that will fit with their schedules, and it'll make that process much easier for us.
That's great. I mean, I think when we originally began discussing this, I mean, obviously with the help of Steve Kess, Tim Sullivan, other members of our executive leadership team, this really just seemed like a natural fit, the outreach to care program. I mean, it's exciting for us. I mean, but there's obviously a lot of people involved in this. I mean, can you tell me what it's meant to the patients down in Treasure Beach.
Well, let me tell you first that you said a lot of people, but John, I give you a lot of credit for starting the ball rolling on this, because you understood when we told you about what we were doing there, you understood the significance of it, and you then brought about the connection with others at Schein, and particularly Steve Kess, who have helped us to put this deal together. And I think the result is very, very beneficial for patients. The reason it's so important is in Jamaica there's a tremendous need. And what we have found in our experience is when our endodontists go to the clinic in Treasure Beach, now the patients are lining up and saying, I want to see the doctor that's going to save my teeth.
Amazing.
I want to see the doctor that puts gutta percha in my root canals. They understand this, and that's what they want. Just like patients anywhere want to have their teeth saved instead of extracted. And so we're providing endodontists to do that specialty care.
I mean, obviously that's amazing. I mean, but the people who work this day in and day out, the students, I mean, take me through, I mean, obviously the inception of this and the excitement amongst the student population in partaking in some of these outreach programs.
Well, the residents that have gone on the programs are overwhelmingly in favor of it. And they, sort of word of mouth and through Facebook and social media and our posts on all the website of the AAE, they're becoming aware of this opportunity, and we're getting residents that want to go on these trips, many residents that are asking, can I go on these trips? And so we will be doing some planning to decide on how we can expand the opportunities for this. It's not only is it a great opportunity to do good, but it's a great educational experience, because, and they spend a week in the clinic in Jamaica doing root canals, a lot of root canals, over and over for patients with all different kinds of problems. It's a much more intense experience than a week in a dental school. And along with the endodontists and the residents that are there are dental students from various dental schools that go to work at Treasure Beach, and they all benefit from having the residents and the specialists there too.
So I mean, we've covered a lot of people that are involved in this, but I had the opportunity last night to meet some of the mentors that obviously take these young students under their wing. They take them down to Jamaica. Take me through how that started. How many mentors do we have, and how that whole portion of the program works?
Well, the very first time we did the trip, we really put it together pretty quickly. It was an idea that came from the REACH committee. It came to our board. And within a very short time, we said, we think we can do this. And I said to Danny Piñato from Jacksonville, Florida, who is a trustee on our foundation board, we were at a meeting, and I said, Danny, how would you like to be a mentor? She said, when's the trip? I said, 3 weeks from now. And she said, let me check. And within 15 minutes, she came back to me during a break in that meeting and said, I'll do it. The result of that was Danny took 2 residents to Jamaica, did her week in Treasure Beach, and she tells the story about a 17-year-old girl who showed up in the clinic with an abscess involving her 2 maxillary central incisors, her 2 front teeth, a 17-year-old girl. And Danny and her team did the root canals for that girl and made her life better.
Wow.
Because of the comparison of not having those teeth and having to have them extracted if they weren't there to do that care.
Amazing. So really excited about this partnership. I mean, I don't know that I and Henry Schein Cares can thank the AAE Foundation enough for choosing us to be your valued partner in this. Ultimately, long term though, where do you see, I mean, what are the opportunities to expand this, not only abroad, but potentially domestically here in North America?
Well, we see opportunities, and we have to get a better understanding of how we would approach all those opportunities and how we would mobilize all the residents and mentors that we have that may be interested in doing this. What I've found out is, of course, there are many endodontists doing volunteer work and volunteer dentistry in different parts of the country and around the world. What we're trying to do is make it a part of almost a part of the curriculum. Okay. In residency programs around the country. And as that evolves, we see the opportunity for a lot more partnerships and help along the way to get it done.
Well, we're certainly excited for Chapter 1. I look forward to following the success of this program and ultimately expanding it in the future. So I wanted to thank you for your time. I'm excited about this. A great remainder of the AAE.
Yeah.
So thanks to our Facebook viewers for tuning in. Have a wonderful remainder of the AAE meeting. Thank you.